Hey, what's up everybody? It's your man, MKBHD here, and we're diving into the world of VR gaming. Today we're going to explore what makes VR so special, how it works, and why it's becoming such a big deal in the gaming world. Virtual reality has been the next big thing in tech for a while, but it's finally becoming mainstream, especially in gaming. The technology has evolved rapidly, making it more accessible and more immersive than ever before. But what exactly is VR? Imagine stepping into your favorite game and becoming the main character. It's like being transported to another world where you can interact with everything around you. That's the promise of VR. It's not just about playing a game, it's about experiencing it in a way that feels incredibly real and personal. VR gaming uses special headsets to create immersive, three-dimensional environments. These headsets are equipped with advanced sensors and displays that track your movements and adjust the virtual world accordingly. These headsets block out the real world and replace it with a virtual one, putting you right in the heart of the action. The experience is so immersive that you can almost forget you're wearing a headset. This isn't just watching a screen, it's about experiencing the game world firsthand. You can look around, move, and interact with the environment just as you would in real life. Imagine dodging bullets in a first-person shooter or exploring a vast, fantastical world in an RPG, all while feeling like you're actually there. The level of immersion is unparalleled. That's the power of VR. It takes gaming to a whole new level, making it more engaging and exciting than ever before. But VR is more than just a cool concept. It's a game changer for the industry. It's not just about better graphics or more realistic gameplay. It's about creating entirely new experiences that were never possible before. It's pushing the boundaries of what games can be, offering unparalleled levels of immersion and interactivity. Game developers are constantly experimenting with new ways to use VR to create unique and innovative experiences. From the realistic graphics to the intuitive controls, VR is changing how we play and experience games. The technology is evolving rapidly, with new advancements being made all the time. And the best part? It's only getting better. As technology continues to improve, VR headsets are becoming more affordable and more powerful, making it easier for more people to experience the magic of VR. With advancements in technology, VR headsets are becoming more affordable and accessible, opening up this incredible experience to a wider audience. More and more people are discovering the joys of VR gaming, and the community is growing rapidly. Developers are constantly pushing the limits of what's possible in VR, creating increasingly immersive and engaging games. They're exploring new genres, new gameplay mechanics, and new ways to tell stories. So, buckle up gamers, because the future of VR is looking bright, and it's time to step into the game. Whether you're a hardcore gamer or just curious about the technology, there's never been a better time to dive into the world of VR. The possibilities are endless, and the adventure is just beginning. Alright, let's break down what makes VR gaming so different from traditional gaming. It's not just about the technology, it's about the entire experience and how it transforms the way we interact with digital worlds. In a traditional game, you're looking at a screen, controlling the action with a controller. This setup has been the standard for decades, providing countless hours of entertainment. You're an observer, separated from the game world by a physical barrier. This barrier, the screen, limits your interaction to button presses and joystick movements. VR breaks down that barrier. It removes the screen and places you directly into the game world. It puts you right in the middle of the action, making you an active participant rather than a passive observer. The game. This shift from observer to participant is a game changer. Instead of watching the action unfold on a flat screen, you're experiencing it all around you. The environment envelops you, creating a sense of immersion that traditional gaming simply can't match. You can look up, down, and all around, just like you would in real life. This freedom of movement allows for a more natural and engaging experience. This 360-degree view creates an unparalleled sense of presence, making you feel like you're actually inside the game world. The visuals are designed to be as realistic and detailed as possible, enhancing the feeling of being in another world. But it's not just about the visuals. The auditory experience in VR is equally important. VR games also utilize spatial audio, which means sounds change direction and intensity based on your position in the virtual environment. This creates a dynamic soundscape that reacts to your movements. This adds another layer of realism, making you feel like you're actually in the middle of the action. The sound of footsteps behind you, the rustle of leaves to your left, or the distant roar of a dragon all contribute to the immersive experience. And then there's the way you interact with the game world. Traditional controllers are limited to buttons and joysticks, but VR controllers offer a whole new level of interaction. VR controllers are designed to mimic the movements of your hands, allowing for more natural and intuitive control. This means you can perform actions in the game just as you would in real life. You can reach out and grab objects, swing swords, or perform complex gestures. The precision and responsiveness of VR controllers make these actions feel incredibly lifelike. Or fire weapons with a level of precision and immersion that's simply not possible with traditional controllers. The tactile feedback from the controllers adds to the realism, making every action feel more impactful. So yeah, VR gaming is a whole different beast. It's not just an evolution of traditional gaming, it's a revolution that changes the way we experience digital worlds. It's not just playing a game, it's living it. The combination of immersive visuals, spatial audio, and intuitive controls creates an experience that's unlike anything else. VR gaming is more than just a new way to play. It's a new way to experience and interact with digital worlds. Let's talk about one of the key ingredients that makes VR so immersive: motion tracking. In simple terms, motion tracking is how a VR system knows where you are and what you're doing in the virtual world. It's the bridge between your physical actions and the digital responses you see on the screen. It's the tech that translates your real-world movements into actions within the game. Whether you're swinging a sword, shooting an arrow, or simply exploring a new world, motion tracking ensures that your every move is captured and reflected accurately. This is done with a combination of sensors built into the VR headset and often external sensors placed in your play area. These sensors work together to create a 3D map of your movements. These sensors track the movement of your head and your controllers with incredible accuracy, ensuring that every tilt, turn, and step you take is reflected in the game world. The precision of these sensors is what makes the experience feel so real. Imagine ducking behind cover in a firefight, leaning out to take aim, and feeling the adrenaline rush as if you were really there. The seamless integration of your movements into the game creates a level of immersion that is unparalleled. That's the magic of motion tracking. It's not just about seeing a virtual world, it's about feeling like you're a part of it. But precise motion tracking isn't just about creating a cool visual experience. It's crucial for immersion and preventing motion sickness. When the virtual world responds to your movements in real time, it helps your brain accept the virtual environment as real. When your movements in the real world perfectly match your movements in the virtual world, your brain has an easier time accepting the virtual environment as real. This synchronization is key to a comfortable and enjoyable VR experience. This minimizes the disconnect that can lead to nausea, a common issue with early VR systems. Early VR systems often struggled with this, leading to a less than pleasant experience for many users. So next time you're immersed in a VR game, take a moment to appreciate the magic of motion tracking that makes it all possible. It's the unsung hero that transforms a simple game into an immersive adventure. Behind the scenes, a lot of work goes into perfecting this technology. Engineers and developers spend countless hours refining the sensors and algorithms to ensure that every movement is captured accurately. They test and retest, making adjustments to improve the responsiveness and accuracy of the motion tracking. This dedication to precision is what allows us to have such immersive experiences. Whether you're exploring ancient ruins, battling in space, or simply painting in a virtual studio, motion tracking makes it all possible. It's the technology that brings your virtual adventures to life. So next time you put on a VR headset, remember the incredible technology that's working behind the scenes. Appreciate the precision and effort that goes into making your virtual experience as real as possible. Motion tracking is more than just a feature. It's the foundation of immersive VR. It's what makes the impossible feel possible and the virtual feel real. The next time you find yourself lost in a virtual world, take a moment to appreciate the power of motion tracking. It's the magic that makes your virtual adventures come to life.